entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Welcome to the party, pal!
All right, welcome back to Dash at Night. I'm your host, Dash. We're trying something new tonight. We're live streaming not only from Facebook, we're live streaming from YouTube as well. So if you want to follow me on YouTube at any time, I would appreciate it. All you got to do is go to Dash Hooper on YouTube and hit this right here, please. We would appreciate all the love that we can get on our channel. We talk about everything pop culture, movie, music. As you saw in the opening screen there, the opening video, we talk about everything. But tonight we're going to talk about movies, obviously. We're going to be doing some movie crossovers we want to see. A couple of days ago, I asked people if they wanted to give us some ideas of what type of crossovers they would like to see. So I put together that on Facebook. We got some great suggestions. We're going to be talking about those as well as some of the ones that I want to see. We got some good ones. We got some joke ones. But I still think the joke ones would be fantastic. Hey, we already got our first one. Love it. Thank you, M. Lopez. Is that Mario Lopez, I wonder? Is Mario Lopez a fan? We'll find out. But yeah, we're going to be talking about movie crossovers. If there's anything during the show tonight that I didn't mention that you would like to see, let us know. Put it in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's get back to what's going on here. Yeah, so like I said on Facebook the other day, I did a pretty cool little post, and I want to bring together what some of the ones. So obviously, one of the very first ones that we had nominated, and I think everybody wants to see, is a horror classics, 3 horror classic movies. You got Jason, Ash, and Freddy. I think we've been clamoring for this for years. We already had Freddy versus Jason, but I think this is the one that Bruce Campbell needs to make before he finally decides to retire from acting. This is one we definitely need to have. Even now, I still think we could do it. So, yeah, this was a good guess. This was a good one that I liked. And so we'll see what's next. This was one of the ones that I wanted. This is one that needs to happen. I don't care if you bring Andy Serkis back to do Caesar, if you do it set in the new a new timeline, whatever the case may be. Got a really weird question there, so hold on. But yeah, new timeline with Predator and the Planet of the Apes. This is one I definitely want to see. I think it would be an excellent movie. We've already seen, Prey. I think they could do it. You could set it in a different timeline. We're getting ready to have a new Predator, if you will, with I think it's set in the future, and that one's getting ready to come out soon. So hopefully we'll see that one coming soon. This was one somebody else requested. They want to see the Hulk versus Popeye. I think this is a good one. You could have them square off, and then they obviously join forces at the end. I don't know if Hulk would have the upper hand, but I've seen lots of fan art, lots of CGI art on this one. I think it would make a great movie. I don't know who you get to play Popeye. I don't know who you get to play Hulk, but I think this would be a fantastic matchup. And again, this is one where they could fight square off, and then kind of like Batman versus Superman, at the end they team up and take on a bigger threat. So let me know in the comments who you think would play the Hulk, who you think would play Popeye if you wanted to see this movie. Another one that was requested from Facebook, John Wick versus Jason Bourne. Man, whoo! Both, I don't know, man. I think Wick has got the upper hand in this one. Wick would definitely take out Jason Bourne, though. Jason Bourne wouldn't kill a dog. I don't know. So there would have to be a reason for these two to meet up. But I think this would be a great crossover movie. And Keanu and Matt Damon back on the screen for a while. I think that would be awesome. What do you think? Do you think they would be teammates, or do you think they would fight each other? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think that would be a good matchup. This is one that I would like to see. I know there's a couple TV shows in there, but I would like to see Reacher. We got Keanu all day. Keanu all day. Thanks, Mario Lopez. Keanu would win that one's what they said. So, but yeah, I would love to see Reacher, Tyler Rake, and James Reese. I think this would make a fantastic. I don't know if they fight each other, if they team up to take on a super baddie, but I think this would be one of the best crossovers that we could have. I don't have any like top 10. This is not listed as any number, but this would be a great crossover. You get Tyler Rake in there and bring in James Reese and Jack Reacher, and man, that is a lineup right there. Obviously, I think all of us, or most of us, at some point in our life want to see the Justice League versus the Avengers. I don't know if you use the current lineup of Avengers versus the JLA, but I just went mute on Facebook. Can you hear me now? I think this would be a great matchup. The Justice League versus the Avengers. I guess we're having some technical difficulties. Sorry, folks. Brand new night. We're live streaming to different places. Maybe that's a problem. But yeah, Justice League versus the Avengers would be a great matchup. Again, I don't know if you use the current lineups. If you recast, I don't know if I want James Gunn and Kevin Feige to do it, or do you go out on your own? But we've already had this crossover in the comics a dozen times. I think this crossover in the movies would be fantastic, as long as you bring back Henry Cavill as Superman. That's it. Vern, as you know, of my Thursday Night Cinema co-host, Vern wants to see this one. I think Nick Fury versus James Bond set in a World War II setting would be a fantastic movie. Not set in present day. Have these two guys meet up in World War II or something of that nature. I think they both would be fantastic in a movie. It would be a great crossover, spy versus spy, master spy versus master spy, however you want to look at it. Be a great crossover. And I don't know who you have play Bond. It doesn't matter. Get the new Bond, but I think Samuel L. Jackson could still come back and do Fury one more time in an alternate reality or something of that nature. Be a great crossover movie. So let me know what you think in the comments about that one. I think that would be pretty cool. Next up, this is one I think we talked about this one before. Old Man Mad Max. Listen, Gibson needs to come back one more time for Mad Max. We've had some issues. Well, I love Fury Road and I loved Furiosa. I'm probably in the minority with the Furiosa there, loving it. I thought it was a good movie. Mad Max, Mel Gibson needs to come back, play Max, and take on the T-800 or whatever Terminator you throw at him. I think this would be a fantastic live-action movie. You'd get that's two great franchises in one movie, and man, the action would be on point with this one. And Mel could do it. Give me an Old Man Mad Max versus T-800 any day. This was a good suggestion. Now this one came from Facebook as well. Next up, we got Judge Dredd versus RoboCop. I don't know, man. I'd rather see RoboCop versus the Terminator or Predator or Alien or something like that. But I think this would still be a good matchup. But you'd have to, Stallone's getting up there. I don't know if you get Carl Urban to come back as Judge Dredd. I don't know who you get to come back as RoboCop because, again, I didn't like the reboot, if you will, of RoboCop. It was not that great. And Peter Weller's up there. I don't know if you could still, maybe CGI his face a little bit. But this is definitely one that could fit together, as time goes on. Obviously, Judge Dredd is way in the future more than RoboCop is. But it'd be a good matchup. I'd like to know who would come out on top on that one. This is a pipe dream, something that I wish was done many years ago. Obviously, with Arnold and Stallone getting up there in age, but Dutch from Predator and obviously Rambo against the aliens. I think what a heck of a movie that would be. I don't know how you can make it work now. I don't know if you could cartoon it. If there's any comic book creators out there that can get the license to this, this would be a fantastic comic as well. I think you could. It's set up perfectly for a comic. So throwing some ideas out there to all my comic creator fans, my indie comic guys. I don't know if you can get the licensing, but you could create characters that are similar and have them go after the aliens. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think we all wanted this back in the 80s, 90s. I still think today it would be a pretty cool crossover. Dutch has already fought the Predator. He might as well fight the alien, and we might as well get Rambo in there somehow. Next up, this is probably, if any of these ever happen, if I was to say any of these were to ever happen, this is the one that possibly could happen the quickest and the fastest. And this is one I chose. I would love to see Bad Boys and Axel Foley team up. They're both in California. They might as well or Axel comes back to California. They have to do something. I think this would be a fantastic, whether Netflix or it's a big major motion picture. This would be a fantastic movie lineup. It's the one that could work. It's the one that could probably be done the quickest and the fastest if we were doing crossovers. This one was another one that was brought up on Facebook. The Transformers and the Matrix. I think it kind of fits a little bit. You could definitely make it work. Obviously, the Matrix and Neo and taking on the Matrix itself. I would like to see this one, if nothing, definitely in a comic or a well thought out novel. I think you can make it work. I don't know if you could do it on the big screen and how it would work on the big screen. I guess just as easy as it would as a comic book or a novel. But yeah, this one was a good idea. I like this one. And we're already getting Transformers with G.I. Joe coming real soon. So this would, why not throw the Matrix in there as well? And then before we move on to some other ones, Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. This is a no-brainer. I mean, again, we already had one Street Fighter movie that was. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of the Street Fighter movie. I know I'm probably going to get teased. I'm probably going to get laughed out of the movie community, but I loved Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter. I thought it was a fantastic movie. And we're getting a Mortal Kombat 2. We've already had the 90s version. Now we just had one a couple of years ago. We're getting ready to see that come in the next. In the next year or so, we're getting Mortal Kombat 2. But this one, man, if you don't cross these over some way, somehow, it's a criminal. It's criminal not to cross these over. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I think this would be so cool as a crossover. Let me get the next one up. This was a funny one we got coming to the stage. No doubt about it. I need Wesley Snipes to take out the Twilights. This would be not only comical, but it's a $1 billion idea. People would go to see Wesley Snipes take out everybody from Twilight. Am I wrong? Let me know. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong on this one. Man, this would be a fantastic movie. I think it's comical in its own right, but who doesn't want to see this one? I think it'd be a good movie. This is a great one. I thought of my buddy Angel when this one popped up. Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it at all. Is it time displacement? I don't know. He's already done the Dial of Destiny, and it can change and time travel. But I think this one, you could get Chris Pratt to come back as they were talking about Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones. What a perfect way to bring him back into the world and time displacement. But I would love to see Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, some way, somehow, again. And I know we're talking about movies, but throughout the whole thing, this would be some great comic crossovers or novels even at some point. As long as you got to get those big authors out there that can get the licenses to these big IPs and run with it and make novels out of it. But next up, this is a really good one. Doctor Who and Harry Potter. Both British, both in the same. This works. This works. There's no doubt about it that this works. While I don't know who would play Harry Potter and I don't know who would play Doctor Who, this works on so many levels. And man, this is another. If we're talking money, this is another $1 billion idea. I just think it would get knocked out of the park in theaters. And there's a lot of Doctor Who fans. There's a lot of Harry Potter fans. And there's no way this wouldn't work in the theaters. This is another funny one, but I don't know. I think I saw it in. I know that in some of the comics, Godzilla's taken on the Justice League and some other ones, and I don't know if Teenage Mutant Turtles have taken on Godzilla in the comics. But I think this would be I mean, we've already got Godzilla versus King Kong. You've already got the MonsterVerse out there. The Turtles would fit in the MonsterVerse 100%. I think this would be a fantastic crossover. And you bring back the original Turtles, not the Michael Bay Turtles. I want the original 90s Turtles to come in and fight Godzilla. It just makes sense. Just makes 100% sense on this one. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think there's other ones that should be taking on Godzilla? Or do you think somebody else should take on the Turtles? Let me know. There was a comic with Batman and the Turtles. I think that would make a very good movie crossover as well. I like this one too. Tarzan versus King Kong. You got Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, and you got the King of the Apes. I mean, what better matchup would there be? Man, again, to me, I'm just talking because I feel like this is another $1 billion idea. There's some great actors out there. If Skarsgård doesn't want to come back and take on the Tarzan role, there's just so many people out there that can still play Tarzan. Man, Henry Cavill would be a great Tarzan to go against King Kong. Somebody out there's got to be have some kind of contact with Hollywood to make this happen. $1 billion idea. I'm telling you, I got lots of $1 billion ideas in my head, at least, anyways. One that I would like to see: Zorro and Lone Ranger. Both excellent old-time comic characters, old-time TV shows. We've had a few movies with each of them. Some good movies, some bad movies. But now it's time to bring them back to the fold. Lots of people need to remember who Zorro and the Lone Ranger are, and I think you get, again, we can move away from the superhero comic movies and bring in 100% Zorro and Lone Ranger and Tonto and whatever you need to do. I think it just makes sense. I am so surprised that this has never been thought of or been done before. Maybe it has. I know a lot of movies are sitting in developmental hell, if you will. But I would love to see this one as a crossover movie. And the final crossover movie that I think, or TV show, or however you do it, Dean and Sam take on Hellboy, or they team up for supernatural and crazy. We've had a Supernatural and Scooby-Doo team up, so why can't we have a Supernatural and Hellboy team up? I think it would be awesome. It's another $1 billion idea. I'm telling you. I don't know who plays Hellboy, but man, this would make a great movie, great TV show, comic. So again, if you my indie comic guys out there listening to me, watching, throw this one together. I'd love to see this. This would make a great comic book. But that's it. That's it for my comic or my movie crossovers. If there's one that you would like to see or that wasn't mentioned, this is part one. We're going to be doing another one soon. We had so many ideas, and I'd like to put them all in there. Some of my ideas, but I got some from Facebook. But please feel free to throw them in the comments below. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Hit that star button on the Facebook, and go. Like I said, if you've got a YouTube account, do this for me, please. Yeah, I would very much appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Please give us a thumbs up. Let us know. The more thumbs up we get, the more people that see this, the more interaction we get. But I appreciate everybody coming out. This was a short live stream. We were just testing out if it worked on YouTube. It looks like it did. I got a few comments on YouTube, and I got a few comments on Facebook, so feel like it was doing great. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. If there's a show that you want to see, please let us know. We'll put it together. I love talking, as you know, and I love getting to see all you guys that visit us on the live stream. So till then, go enjoy football, enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you on the next stream, which is tomorrow. So we'll be back at midday tomorrow with top 10 PlayStation 2 games. Please join us for that. If you've got PlayStation 2 games that you like, let us know. Send me a message. Drop it in the comments as well, and we'll see you on the next stream.